Binging is such a big issue for a lot of women and men as well. I've personally struggled with binging disorder most of my life. It started in my mid-teens, and it's only recently as I hit my 50s that I can honestly say I feel that I have it under control. Binging is not the same thing as overeating. It doesn't mean that you're greedy or that you just love food too much. It's actually a really complex issue, which is why I'm going to make this video in two parts. So in this first part, I'm talking about why you binge. And in part two, I want to share my personal strategy to stop binging. Alright, well, let's get straight into it. Why, oh why, do you binge when it's probably the last thing you want to do and you hate yourself so much afterwards? Everybody overeats from time to time, that's natural, but not everybody binges. So what makes the difference? I think there's three key factors that are at play here. The first key factor is restriction. It's human nature to want what we can't have, isn't it? To crave what's forbidden. When you eat in any kind of restricted way, whether it's banning whole food groups or just denying yourself your favorite foods or trying to eat clean or just trying to eat in any way that's drastically different to the way that you're used to eating, that you naturally enjoy eating, you're setting yourself up to fail. Now, failure for some people just means they come off their diet and they just go back to their old eating habits. But for other people, such as myself, failing a diet actually means I'm gonna just launch into a full trigger binge. So what makes the difference between your regular failed dieter who just comes off their diet and just goes back to eating whatever, and someone like me who launches into binging? I think it comes down to my second key factor, which is personality type. Now, the kind of personality that I think is really prone to binging is your real perfectionist, kind of extreme, all or nothing type of person. I know people who, they go on a diet and then they break it and it's no big deal. They're not that bothered. They just go back to, just eating what they want. Other people, like myself, it's all or nothing. So if you overeat, you tend to think, oh, I've stuffed it now, I might as well just keep going and eat everything in sight. Either that or you're going the complete opposite direction where you think, right, I'm going to overcompensate now for that overeating and I'm going to purge or I'm going to starve. And so you restrict, and as we know, restriction leads to binging. And before you know it, you're in that awful, vicious cycle of, restricting and then binging, restricting and binging. The third key factor that I think causes binging is quite a biggie. It's emotional eating. I absolutely hated myself when I was binging. I desperately wished I could stop, but food had just become too important to me. I think I was using food to fill some kind of void, like some kind of dissatisfaction with my life, like something was missing. And then the more that you rely on food to fill that lack, the more kind of small and meaningless your life becomes because it's just food. So I would eat to cheer myself up. I kind of ate myself into like a hazy stupor, and numbed myself against feeling all these bad things that I was feeling about myself. I would also eat just to pass the time when I was bored. And I was bored quite a lot because, as I said, my life wasn't all that interesting, just revolving around food all the time. If you eat when you're bored or to block out uncomfortable feelings, I'd say it's highly likely that you could be a binger because you're not eating out of hunger or appetite, you're actually responding to emotions. So those are the three key factors that I think cause binging: restriction, personality type, and emotional eating. I think it's really important to understand why you binge before you can start to work on it and do something about it. I'd be very interested to read your comments if binging is an issue for you. I hope you found this video helpful. Please give me a thumbs up, and I would love you to subscribe to my channel just by clicking the subscribe button below. In my next video, I will share with you my strategy to stop binging once and for all. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!